folks, welcome to the channel, Rockin' the Country. I'm Don. We're still at it, the whole Rockin' the Country family. And I'm doing a gift request today of Kris Kristofferson's To Beat the Devil. I don't know this one. This one could probably be done on my Thinking Theology channel. That link is below too. But anytime I see like a religious theme or a theological theme, I think, oh, I could do it over there. But I'm doing it here. Ryan from Odessa, Florida. That's how you're known now, because your screen name is just Ryan, but we distinguish you from anybody else who might be a Ryan. And you said this is from Kris's first album, Ryan. So early on, we're going to see what Kris is about. So thank you for this gift, my friend. And let's see what Kris has for us. Kris was a Rhodes Scholar, which means I think they go study at one of the Oxford or Cambridge schools, usually Oxford, I think, but there's a good relationship between Oxford and Cambridge. It's kind of like similar to Harvard and Yale, except they have a better relationship over there. All right, here we go.
A couple of years back, I come across a great and wasted friend of mine in the hallway of a recording studio. And while he was reciting some poetry to me that he'd written, I saw that he was about a step away from dying, and I couldn't help but wonder why. And the lines of this song occurred to me. I'm happy to say he's no longer wasted, and he's got him a good woman. And I'd like to dedicate this to John and June, who helped show me how to beat the devil.
Johnny Cash. I'm guessing that June Carter Cash.
It was wintertime in Nashville, down on Music City Road. And I was looking for a place to get myself out of the cold, to warm the frozen feeling that was eating at my soul, keep the chilly wind off my guitar. My thirsty wanted whiskey, my hungry needed beans. But it'd been a month of payday since I'd heard that eagle scream. So with a stomach full of empty and a pocket full of dreams, I left my pride and stepped inside a bar. Actually, I guess you'd call it a tavern. Cigarette smoke to the ceiling and sawdust on the floor. Friendly shadows. I saw that there was just one old man sitting at the bar. And in the mirror I could see him checking me and my guitar. And he turned and said, "Come up here, boy, and show us what you are." I said, "I'm dry." And he bought me a beer. He nodded at my guitar and said, "It's a tough life, ain't it?" I just looked at him. He said, "You ain't making any money, are you?" I said, "You've been reading my mail." He just smiled and said, "Let me see that guitar. I got something you ought to hear." Then he laid it on me. If you waste your time talking to the people who don't listen to the things that you are saying, who do you think's gonna hear? And if you should die explaining how the things that they complain about are things they could be changing, who do you think's gonna care?
Wow, this has such wide-ranging implications. I mean, you could see this conversation taking place. I'm going to guess this is a true story. It's just the details in it. I mean, he's a brilliant lyricist, and he can make up things if he wanted to, but I'm not getting that from this. I'm getting the truth.
There were other lonely singers in a world turned deaf and blind who were crucified for what they tried to show. And their voices have been scattered by the swirling winds of time, 'cause the truth remains that no one wants to know.
Oh.
Well, the old man was a stranger, but I'd heard his song before. Back when failure had me locked out on the wrong side of the door. When no one stood behind me but my shadow on the floor. And lonesome was more than a state of mind. You see, the devil haunts a hungry man. If you don't want to join him, you gotta beat him. I ain't saying I beat the devil, but I drank his beer for nothing. Then I stole his song. And you still can hear me singing to the people who don't listen to the things that I am saying, praying someone's gonna hear. And I guess I'll die explaining how the things that they complain about are things they could be changing, hoping someone's gonna care. I was born a lonely singer, and I'm bound to die the same. But I've gotta feed the hunger in my soul.
Bingo.
And if I never have a nickel, I won't ever die ashamed, 'cause I don't believe that no one wants to know.
Me too. I don't believe that no one wants to know. That's the hunger in his soul that's driving him. That's partly how we got to be a Rhodes Scholar and the lyricist as he is. The thing that blows me away about songs like this are the details. Being an observer of life, paying attention to detail, seeing it is, I'm big picture. I could do tedious stuff. Like I write books. I'm writing a book now on the origins of human beginnings, our personality traits and stuff. And I wanted it to be 130 pages. That was my goal, just because editing and re-editing and re-editing. And I'm at like 202 pages in it now, and it's still growing, but necessarily so. I can do tedium. It's a tedious process in ways. The first draft isn't tedious. The second, third, and fourth rewrites can be tedious. Folks like Kris see details that I don't see. I see some, they see far more. And people, writers like Anne Lamott and Mary Carr, who I've mentioned before on the channel, these folks see things and they're just at the top of the game. And I understand Kris's drive to say, look, whether or not I have a nickel or not, this still drives me. I don't believe people don't want to hear, well, not only what he has to say, but things that may be right, helpful, good, luminous, whatever, however, shed light on things. He just sees things. And when I hear these details and how they're strung together, I just marvel. So I'm going to rate this song. I like the way it was told. It was a talking story with occasional singing in it, which is Johnny Cash's style. I don't know. This was on his first album, too. I can't believe the label let this get through for a first album. But maybe Johnny Cash agreed to promote it himself. Who knows? But I'm going to... I got to stick with the first number that popped into my brain, and it was a 9.3. It captivated me. It isn't a song you jam out to. It's not that kind of song. It's a song of reflection. You can see yourself in it, too, even if you're not a musician. I'm not a musician, but I saw myself in here. And that is songwriting. It just has wide ranging tentacles. All right, Ryan from Odessa, Florida. Thank you very much, my friend. Have a great day, folks. I'll see you on another video. Keep rocking the country.